Hello TikTok, hello YouTube, hello. Welcome. Super excited for you guys to be joining me today. I am going to talk about a very specific topic in regard to, of course, habit building, of course, building some kind of system and structure around your lifestyle to help you get closer to your goals, okay? So I'm going to wait for a couple of you guys to hop on. Hello. Beautiful Saturday. Beautiful Saturday. Hello. Welcome in. Smiles. Drop an emoji of how you're feeling. Whatever you're feeling. What's your mood like? Drop an emoji. Let me know. Tap in. As you guys are coming in, drop your favorite emoji. You know what? I wish I could collect that comment and just be able to put it to the side and have it show up on the live and show how many times people say that every time they get on my lives. And I take it as a huge compliment. I've just been getting it every single day for the last probably 30 years. I'm not even kidding. Maybe 25 years. Hello. As you guys are coming in, I want to talk about health, fitness, mindfulness. I'm on God's time. You know, I am married. It just hasn't materialized yet in the physical reality, but I am married. I get asked that all the time too. So this live is going to be about health, fitness, mindfulness, and just going after whatever your goals are. And I'm here to help you determine how to put systems and structures in your life. Okay. So I'll, in the next minute or two, we'll go ahead and start, but I will answer some icebreaker questions in the meantime. You said you know the feeling. People confuse you with Brad Pitt all the time. That's a good one. Oh, that's too hard to answer. My favorite Disney movie? That's just too hard to answer. My top 4 or 5 is Aladdin, Lion King, Little Mermaid, Cinderella, Pocahontas. Oh, it's too hard. But I mean, yeah, those are my top 5, I guess. The first 5 that came to my mind, but in no particular order. It depends on how I'm feeling. So, yeah, exactly. You can definitely tell my age based on that answer. Yeah, I mean, Lion King was life, transformative. I think I was literally 8 years old crying in the movie theater. It was so impactful. Mulan was good. That didn't hit me like that. But Mulan is good. They're all really amazing. So, oh my gosh, and Jungle Book. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So if you're tapping in with me today, you obviously see what the topic of the live is, which is building habits and how to create structures around your life. So I wanted to start off by saying this is going to be very interesting, so just kind of bear with me on this, but it's worked volumes in my life, and I feel like what I'm about to say is what's helped me create a lot of ease and flow on my fitness journey. Okay, so I'm not on a fitness journey where it's torture and I'm oh my God, I gotta get skinny. Oh my God, I can't eat that. Or, oh my gosh, I already ate over my calories. Or, oh my gosh, I don't feel like working out today, but I have to because I want to get skinny. But I don't feel like working out and I'm stressed out. It's all that. I don't operate from that paradigm. I used to. I definitely have had moments in time where I operated from that paradigm of just kind of like this fear mindset, like this fight or flight mindset, right? So, which actually kicks up your cortisol levels, which makes you hold on to fat. So the theme of this live is going to be go slower to speed up. Okay, I'm going to say it again. Slow down, go slower to then speed up. Okay, so let me give you guys a couple of examples of what I mean by this and how it's really impacted my life. I was a caregiver. I was traveling a lot. I was kind of figuring out what I want to do with my life, but I also want to stay in shape, but I also wanted to like start a business, but I also wanted to like learn about investing, and I wanted to do all these things, but I wanted to like get my life highly organized. I wanted to purge. I wanted to do this. I wanted to do that. And because I wanted to do so many things at one time, I'll answer that question in 1 second. That's a good question. I'll answer that. Because it does relate to what I'm about to talk to you guys about. And really quick, I am drinking my tea. I always drink lemon tea with turmeric in it every single morning, and ginger. I did run out of ginger this morning, so I got to get more. But it's amazing for anti-inflammatory and just getting your metabolism, getting it in a good state for the day. I'm going to work out after this, so I am drinking my Riot Energy. I only drink a little bit of this, so that's why I have this plastic over it, because I'll only drink like maybe 4 full sips, and then I'm good. I don't need to drink this whole thing or even a half. So it's really, really good. I love the fizziness. It has L-theanine in it. It has adaptogens in it to help you reduce stress. It has vitamin B12 to help boost your stamina. The sugar is not that bad in it. It's 4 grams of sugar. It's not that bad. I'm going to work out, so it's fine. There's lime juice, organic ingredients, mango puree, green tea, carbonated water, chili oil, which is very interesting, which I heard chili kind of like it speeds up your metabolism. So I'm not sure about that. I feel like I've read that somewhere. I need to like dig into that, but yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. So anyways, I wanted to do all these different things. And what ended up happening was, because I wanted to do so many different things, I never did any of them. Or I was doing bits and pieces of them like here and there, right? Like I wasn't really going hard at one of them and like executing, making that 100% and then moving forward. So what I did was, after my grandmother passed, I really I'm still kind of in the stage really, but like maybe I've like, I reached the top of the hill and like I'm on the other side of it. But I was like, I need to get my life in a crazy organized structure to where everything just seems seamless. Everything is flowing. And of course, it's probably going to take a lifetime for that, because we also keep like changing in seasons and things happen in life or whatever. But so I was like, I want to stay in shape, and but I want to also be able to eat whatever I want. But then I also want to like learn how to build muscle, and I want to do all these things. But then I would be like stressed out, because I'd be like, oh, well, I need to clean, or oh, I need to go grocery shopping, or like a lot of things would take my life force energy. Okay, a lot of things would take my life force energy. And so let's see. Yes, exactly. Balance and equilibrium. Exactly. So I just would like, my life force energy would like, I would start on something, and then I'd be like, well, I want to learn how to build muscle, but then I want to like meal prep, but then, okay, well, I'm not going to meal prep because I kind of like to live in the moment. And then it just was like kind of all over the place. So once I just said, okay, look, I'm going to literally I'm going to slow down. Okay. So I wrote down everything that I want to do in like this short season of my life. Because, we have things that we want to accomplish in a short season, kind of a medium season, and then like a long season for the long haul. So I was like, right now, because I was so focused on being a caregiver, now that I don't have to necessarily do that anymore, I was like, okay, let me look at my entire life and start literally just from one tiny corner and perfect that corner, and then just chip away at the rest. So I slowed down instead of like feeling all this pressure to have to do everything. Like, okay, I want to also get my skin together. I want to like do my hair, get my hair together, but I also want to travel. But then I also want to like do this. I want to do that. I want to work on this section of my life. I want to work on this section of my life. And it just was like, you know what? Just slow down. Okay. So slow down to speed up. So I just released the kind of like this, like, I don't know if you want to call it FOMO or whatever, but just kind of like, I feel like I have to do everything because I don't know when I'll have a chance to do everything. So I'll just try to do everything and you end up doing nothing. I hope that makes sense. So, a book that was really awesome for me is Atomic Habits. Amazing, amazing book. Really, really impacted my life a lot. To where I feel like I'm now seeing things compound on top of each other because I was able to like hammer out some things 100%. And then I do not put life force energy into those things. So then I'm able to fill up my bucket, right? Fill up my container, fill up my vortex, fill up my sphere with other things that are benefiting me. So that way I can then pour into what I want to do, which is, help individuals create better lives for themselves in a healthier way, create joy through health and fitness. But if I'm overwhelmed or feeling like I have all these things that I want to check off over here, but I'm never really doing any of it, how am I going to then pour it into what I want to do, right? Like create my craft or whatever. So slowing down, okay? Slowing down helps you do that. So let me give you some examples. I literally started with my bathroom. Okay, I started with my bathroom. And my bathroom was clean. It had nothing to do with the cleanliness aspect, but I just had so much of an abundance of things, right? So I had like 17 different chapsticks. I had like 50 different eyeshadows. I had like 17 different versions of skincare. Like I had I had too much of the same thing, which kind of told me I wasn't really trusting the process with certain things, right? Like, okay, why do I keep buying new skincare? It's because I just am not willing to let the skincare that I bought do its thing over the next 60 days. Like, let me just focus on one skincare. And if that doesn't work after 60 days, then I can maybe transition to something else. If it didn't work after a week, I'd be like, oh, let me buy something else. Like, or something else would catch my attention because I would want to get rid of a blemish or whatever. So yeah, I mean, it was kind of like it was a version of hoarding. But I think for me, it was showing me that I was lacking patience most so than like hoarding. Cause I would be like, I would want a quick result. And I think that we live in such we live in a society where we want everything now. We want it today. We want to be able to put it into a microwave and press 30 seconds and then we pop it open and it's ready for us. Right. So I wanted to do that with my skincare. I wanted to do that with my hair. I wanted to do it with my body. I wanted to do it with travel. I wanted to do it with my investing account. I wanted to do it with building relationships in my family or life or social life. And it just was like, no, like you're just kind of like always hovering on the surface instead of diving in deep with these things. So that's what it was more for me. I've never really, I mean, as you can see, this is my room. Like I love space. I love airiness, flow. I love, lightheartedness, cleanliness vibe. So, but with my skincare and my health care and all that stuff, like my just anything self-care, I noticed that I had so much of it because it was reflecting that I wanted to get quick results and I wasn't willing to put in the time and effort to let things compound on top of each other. So that way, whatever goal I was trying to achieve, it was a permanent change. It wasn't just a quick change. It was a permanent change, right? Like instead of buying all this different makeup to try to cover my skin, let me just, and this is, I don't know if guys deal with this. I'm not a man and I haven't really talked to a lot of men about this. So let me know for the men that are on here. I know a couple of men are on here commenting, which I really appreciate you guys participating in this because this really is for everybody. But, it's like, with women, it's like, oh, we have a blemish. We want to cover it up. And then it's like, oh, this is not really covering it up that well. So let me get another set of makeup. And then, oh, it's not really covering it up really well. And let me get a new skincare and makeup. And then you just keep trying to do this thing where it's like, okay, let me slow down. Maybe it's like, am I allergic to something that I'm eating? Am I stressed out? Am I really drinking my water? Like going from like within. Let me just pause real quick. Definitely like the video and also share. I would love to get this message out there. I would love for other people to tap in with this. I really feel like what I have to say could help you in some arena of your life, right? So anyways, make sure you guys follow, make sure you guys share. So I started with my bathroom, and I literally went for, when I said I started from one corner of my life, I wasn't kidding. I literally started from one corner. So I started from the first drawer, and I went through the entire drawer, took out everything, completely made sure it was spick and span, squeaky clean, you know, with no like little lotion residue or anything, like just perfectly clean. And then I looked at every single piece of skincare, and I was like, okay, what do I love? What do I always skip over? What do I like feel like I always kind of want to just have? But so I looked at every single thing, purged 90% of it. Okay. And half of it was like half bottles anyway. And then I just went down to my like 4 little things of skincare. And I just was like, I'm going to commit to this for the next 30 days. And if this doesn't work, it'll be empty anyway. And then I will get a new skincare routine or whatever. So I released all that. Okay. So what that did was that tiny decision, that atomic decision, atomic meaning like small, like a little atom. Okay. Before I move on, let me just see what you guys are saying. Also, let me see if I can just look at it on this phone, because I don't want to. Oh, come on. I gotta get a new phone. Because I don't want to keep pushing this and like moving it. Well, I'm gonna have, while this is like powering back on, I'm gonna have to do it. So I always feel like I'm like like looking wild. So ups and downs in your life, balance. We're twins. Yeah, I mean, I'm happy you're feeling me, because I definitely, hoarding is a big no-no. Yep. You don't have that problem. Well, that's good. Skincare is not makeup. Exactly. It's not. I felt like that when my hair started. Okay, yeah. Okay, your hairline started receding, so you felt like you had to try everything, right? Okay, so I'm going to try to look at this. Let me just pull up TikTok over here on this phone, so that way I'm not having to push the phone. But I mean, yeah, it's like, how many times are we wanting a quick fix on something and we just aren't there we go. It's kind of crazy seeing me like on the live. Cool. Okay. So, it's actually kind of cool that I can do that. All right. So atomic habits, right? So once I purged all that stuff, and you can relate this with anything in your life. So with you, it might not be skincare, but it might be kitchen stuff, like buying the same kitchen stuff, or it can be clothes that you like are hoarding and holding on to that you literally never wear. It can really be anything. Okay. So I started with skincare, and once I perfected that one drawer, I never had to think about that drawer again. Right? It just was, I didn't have to wake up that day and pour out energy into like shuffling through all my different skincare. It was just like, I opened that drawer, it was clean, like how my room is. Like it's open, it's spacious, I know exactly where everything is. Like you can see everything, everything's clean, everything's wiped down. So I just opened it up and was just like perfect. Like, here's my skincare. Like and now it's just a habit where I just grab it and I'm like doing my thing. You know, I'm listening to my podcast in the morning. I'm doing da-da-da after my meditation. I'm not even thinking about that. So that way I'm able to fill up, right? Like that energy that I would have usually poured into for that skincare, I can now do something else. So then I just did that for the next drawer, and then the next drawer, and then under the cupboard, and then I did it for my medicine cabinet. So the entire bathroom, every single in my shower, there's just 4 things: my shampoo, conditioner, and my 2 face washes that I love. And it's just clean. It's right there. I'm not going through different soaps, different face, there's 6 different face washes, and I'm like, which one do I want to use? And it's like I'm spending life force energy. I'm spending precious moments, precious minutes making these decisions that are really like, they're small. Like I shouldn't be spending more than 3 seconds on those kinds of decisions. So you look like an attribute I would love to. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. My hairline was fighting for equal rights. That was a good one. That's funny. So that was funny. But so I did that, right? So the bathroom is 100%. So now I don't have to think about, when I get up in the morning, everything's exactly where it needs to be. Everything has a home. There's not 17 versions of the same thing for everything. It's just, so I don't have to spend any life force energy for that. So when it comes to what I want to eat for the day, what my workout's going to be, I have a lot of energy to feed into those things, right? Because, or like I'm starting I'm starting this, this business currently, like with you guys, right? Like helping people make better habits. If I was spending 25 to 30 minutes exerting, like leaving energy on the table for tiny decisions that really should take more than 3 seconds, I wouldn't even have energy to get on live with you guys today and talk to you guys about this topic, right? So I slowed down. Okay, I just was like, forget it. For the next month, I gave myself a month. I just said, for the next month, I'm going to start from one corner and then just make my way through every single thing. Purge, organize, line up, purge, organize, line up, get rid of, purge. And just now it's like I'm able to get on here, wake up, take my shower, have my tea, have my energy drink, get on with you guys, get amped up. I have my shoes ready to go. And my workout bag is by the front door, and I'll be walking out the front door. And I won't have like all this, I didn't have to like muster up the energy to like get on here with you guys today and exchange energy with you guys, right? And talk about how we can help each other better ourselves, right? I wouldn't have the wherewithal. I wouldn't have the energy. So I said all that to say, I think that this is where you can benefit when it comes to, specifically because I love talking about health, fitness, and mindfulness. This is where you can benefit, right? Like you can, if you feel like you're struggling with eating better or not having energy to work out, see where your energy is going. See where your energy is going. I know I need to do this. Exactly. If you're a human being, everyone needs to do it on some level, right? And then it always kind of just keeps getting better and more perfected. So even now, like, because everything's super organized, like I'll see something, I'm like, ooh, that's a great organizer to like help make it sit up better or help make it see it better. So now I have like the spinny things. I don't just have it lined up. I have it like in these plastics, like spin things to where like I can just spin it, grab it, use it, put it back. And it's just like a spin, you know, when you like a sunglasses stand, kind of like that, but I have those under my sink now, right? So those little decisions make it a big deal. So that way I can move on. You know, I'm studying, I'm an entrepreneur. So there's things that I have to do. I can't exert my energy in unnecessary areas, but I also want to be fit and healthy. So it's important for me to be organized so that way I can learn more about being an entrepreneur, learn more about how to, you know, do my marketing for my business, learn more how to, you know, pour into my website, learn more how to, whatever, right? Like getting on lives with you guys, talking with you guys, exchanging ideas. Like we have to figure out how to release our life force energy. So for you, if you can put down here in the chat, what's one area where you feel like you could lighten up, right? Whether it's your closet, whether it's your car, whether it's your bathroom, whether it's your some clothes that you need to purge, whether it's your kitchen, where is your energy going? Okay, where's your energy going? And where you're like, oh, I really want to write a book, or I really want to research, you know, traveling, where to travel, or I really want to start reading more. But then you're like, you feel like you never have time. Well, really sit and analyze, like, where's your time going? We really underestimate how a couple minutes here, 3 minutes here, 4 minutes here, 30 seconds there, how we really underestimate how much that really does add up to sucking a lot of life force energy out of our day. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying. Oh, it timed out. Let me just do it on here really quick. My ex had 100 products on the counter and in the shower and only used 3 of them. Exactly. All that life force energy just like hovering around the bathroom, and then you're like kicking stuff over, like knocking stuff over because you're trying to have a nice shower, and then it's like there's a bottle here and there's shampoo there, and it's just all this added up stuff that really is reflective of like several different things. But I mean, for me, it just showed me that I just wasn't being patient. I wasn't just like living in the moment and letting the process do what it needs to do, right? Like if I wanted like healthier hair, if I wanted healthier skin, just do the best you can every day. Just drink your water, make better eating choices. I love going in the steam room. Here's your one set of skincare, and just release the stress of like, oh my God, is it going to work? Is it going to like, okay, it hasn't worked in 4 days. Forget it. Like, just release it, right? Just release it. And so that way your life force energy can go toward other things that you really want to be doing in your life. Right? Thank you. Thank you for the compliments. My office, I need trash papers lying around. And then it's like, imagine this. So you walk into your office, you see all these papers lying around, but then there's like other things that you want to get to, right? Like maybe you want to, I'm not sure if you own your own business or you have like in your office, like for a company that you're working for. And it's like, if you're ever doing this, like if you're ever spending a lot of time sifting through something, it means it needs some structure. We really shouldn't be like trying to look for something for too long. So whether it's a file, whether it's, pens and papers, whether it's a contract that you're looking for, like everything should be nicely organized so that way you can get through your business, you can get through the day running your business or doing your job, and then you're excelling, you can have more life force energy to excel in other areas, right? Like, I remember, I used to work for this company, and I had gotten promoted to this one store, but the store was like in shambles. And I just remember walking there and feeling like, like the disorganization was just like itching, like on me. I felt like it was like crawling up my back. And so I remember one day I just was like, I don't even care. Like I'm supposed to hit these results. I'm supposed to do all that. I just was like, look, I had assistant managers. I was like, you guys are all going to be on the floor. It is what it is. I just have to spend 8 entire hours to just get this 100% complete, 100% organized. Cause it was in so much disarray that every time I would walk in, I would just already feel heavy. I would feel like life was being sucked out of me right when I walked into the disorganization. So I just spent, I think it was like over the course of 2 days, actually, I spent 8 hours each day, just 100% getting everything back in line, back in order. And we had a company standard on how the office was supposed to look. And the previous manager just like wasn't able to keep up with it for whatever reason. So, I was like, I don't care what else we have to do. If we're behind in another area, we will always kind of be hovering right behind if we just can't get organized. So I got everything organized, and then we were able to focus on business and really upping our customer service and building relationships with like the associates to have a fun environment. I mean, you can't have a fun environment at work when everybody's stressed out, running around, can't find anything, right? So it's interesting how those tiny atomic habits, slowing down, reflecting, purging, can really then pour into everything else, right? Hello, right? So let me know what you guys are thinking. Let me know if you guys agree. Let me know if you guys are vibing with this. Put a thumbs up or some kind of emoji A happy face. Let me know if you guys are vibing with this. So that's what I did. That's what I've been doing. That's what I did. And I can't tell you how much, I just feel like I have like this burst of energy, right? Because a lot of times if you're going through life feeling like your energy is being sucked like out of you, and you don't have time to pour in. So say if like a family member calls you and needs help, or say if your spouse needs help with something, or you kind of want to just go out and enjoy your life, but you're like, oh, but I have like all these things I have to do, but I want to go out and enjoy. And it's like, it's even thinking about that stuff, it's life sucking, right? It's life sucking. So if you can just get everything organized, have your office organized, have your kitchen organized, you can go in and be creative and lighthearted and, you know, start on that business, you know, learn about investing, start that art project, go on that hike that you've been wanting to go on for a while. You know, you can like live life, right? And like not feel so heavy. So that's like the biggest things that I wanted to talk about today, is just slowing down to then speed up. So now that I don't worry about my kitchen, I don't worry about the bathroom, because everything I just said I did it in every single, I literally started from one corner of my apartment and then worked my way throughout the entire apartment. And I'm pretty much I'm at the point where I'm now, so everything's been purged and organized, but now I'm like getting, like now other things are popping out at me. I'm like, ooh, like I can make this flow a little bit better. I can, or like I have, you know, more, I like love, I'm not going to say I never didn't like cooking, but I have more of a creative flow with wanting to try new ways to cook, right? Instead of just cooking the same 3 things I always eat or the same 5 things, it's like, ooh, like let me like take my time, research a new recipe, and then like try this out, and then ooh, a little bit more of this seasoning, a little bit more of that seasoning, and then it's like you're creating art, you're being creative, you're being imaginative, like you kind of have like that childlike flow going through you, and you're living in the moment, and you're not like, oh my god, I can't find anything, oh my god, this kitchen is so messed up, or oh, I have to do all these 17 different things, but I'm so overwhelmed, so I just don't want to do anything, so I'm just going to turn on Netflix. Like you have more, when everything's organized and there's more flow, you have more time to be creative. And I think that we have to get back into that creative vibe that never was really supposed to go away, but we have things to numb ourselves, which is like the Netflix and the internet and stuff like that, which those things are amazing. Those things have enhanced our life, but we also are now using those things as distractions from doing what we need to do, which is, you know, get organized. Maybe, you know, if you want to also like, and it gets deep, if you want to like create generational wealth in your family, if you want to break ancestral curses in your family where it just seems like we can never hold on to money, or we can never figure out how to get healthier as a family, we can never figure out this. Well, it's like a lot of our life force energy is going into a bunch of like avenues that are unnecessary. So like right now, after this, everything's organized. I'm just gonna had a great talk with you guys. I'm not gonna be depleted. I'm getting like, this is filling me up, right? So I'm gonna go to the gym and get in a really fire workout. I'm not like tired and fatigued and, oh my god, I gotta clean after this, it's Saturday, I gotta clean. No, everything's already clean. So I get to go have a nice fire 1 hour workout, really zone out, be in the zone, really feel into my body, and just like really hit my goals. And then I get to come back and I get to work, right? I get to be creative. I get to research, you know, what I got to research for my business. So yeah, that's really it. That's like the biggest things that I wanted to talk about, with like slowing down to then speed up. So now I can speed up in other areas because I don't have to spend any life force energy on any of those things that I just discussed. So what's in your life that you just need to like take 2 weeks and just purge, organize, get a flow, get a strategy, get some methods going on with how you do things. So that way you can be creative and you can travel and you can figure out how to save. Or if you're really excellent with money, okay, what do you want to do with that money? Do you want to grow it more? Do you want to start a business? Do you want to just growth, right? instead of this like stagnant energy where it's like we're just doing the same damn thing every single day. You know, we want to switch it up. We want to, you know, post, I don't want to say the word, the last 2.5 years, the thing that we dealt with, that where we had to wear masks, or we're kind of, we're on the other side of that now. So it's time to like get back into our creative flow. It's time to get back into like figuring out what we want to do with our life. It's time to get back into, you know, if you need to do, even it gets deep, even if you want to do inner work on yourself, if you're like, I want to learn how to meditate, I want to learn how to journal, I want to go to therapy, I want to, maybe now that I everything's organized, I have more energy to figure out, okay, well, I want to get all my tests done. I want to get my whole panel done. I want to look at all my vitamins and minerals in my body and make sure I'm right on track. And if I'm not, okay, what other supplements do I need to take? Like, and just like get healthy, get vibrant, you know, my birthday was 2 days ago, and I turned 37, and, you know, I feel really good about it because it's like, I feel caught up. I mean, we're always evolving. So I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, everything's just blissful and everything's fantastic. No. But I feel caught up, right? I don't feel heavy. I don't feel burdened. I don't feel like weight on my chest. I feel caught up. And I think that it has a lot to do with like me looking youthful and having a lot of vitality and energy and things like that. You know, going into this next year of my life, you know, being 37, I have more energy. I have the energy of a 21-year-old, right? I need a wife like you. You motivate me to work out. Good. I'm happy. No, that's why I get on here. I love motivating and inspiring people. And what I really want to do is help motivate you to inspire yourself. Because that's another big thing, really quick before I get off. A lot of times we'll need to get this hit, right, from the internet. We'll need a dopamine hit from caffeine, or from watching a motivational video, or maybe we just need to talk to that mentor, or maybe that friend that we always get all of our motivation from, like they're just not available, right? Like maybe they're at work or they're dealing with things. So you really have to learn how to tap into your own motivating and inspiring power. And not every day is going to be like that. Not every day is going to feel like you want to motivate yourself. But like for me, I do have my avenues where I get motivation from, but because I have a meditative practice every morning, I get it from myself and God. Like, I'm just like, I connect with God. I'm like, you know, healing, praying, you know, doing whatever. And then I feel light, right? Because I released it out to my like relationship with God, and like how I practice my meditation, and I'm very spiritual. So that's just what works for me. That's the avenue that I use. You do not have to use that avenue, but that's how I've been able to kind of maintain, always be at this hovering state of like positivity. Of course, I'm human, you know, there's highs and lows, but my temperature gauge is always hovering right at in the realm of positivity and looking at things, you know, from a lighter perspective, a better perspective. Even the good thing about when you're healing and you're praying and you have a meditative practice, when there's life throws a curveball at you, it doesn't mean, oh, everything's perfect, nothing's ever going to happen, or I'm just Miss Positive Patsy. It means that you can handle the issue better because you are coming from a positive state, right? So I'm able to handle difficult decisions a little bit better. Well, I'm not going to down myself, a lot better than if I was always in a negative state, right? So being positive, kind of having that looking at things of like, okay, that was actually a lesson, right? It was a lesson. It wasn't a loss. It was a lesson, right? So looking at those things from that perspective, okay, what did this teach me? Okay, awesome. And then reflecting back, like, oh wow, I'm actually happy. It sucked at the time, but I'm actually happy that bad thing happened because it gave me the tools that I needed to now do what I'm doing now. And I'm now bearing fruits from that lesson. So there's just a lot of things that like getting organized, like making those tiny atomic habits in your life can really, really pour into other areas where you can heal, you can grow, you can like deal with whatever issues you have going on. You can deal with family drama. You can deal with maybe needing to book an appointment with a psychologist, maybe needing to book an appointment with a life coach, which I am going to start doing life coaching in the next couple of months. So if you want to tap in with me with that, if you want like a one-on-one with me, I am going to be doing some level of life coaching. So I am kind of letting that unfold. So we'll see how that goes, but it's going to be in the next couple of months. So yeah, it's just when all your life force energy isn't going into meaningless decisions that really shouldn't take up much of your time, you have more opportunity to heal, to better yourself, to elevate yourself, to get in shape, to get, whatever, right? So that's really all that I have right now. I'm just like reading your guys' comments. Love this. Thank you. I love talking about this kind of stuff. All right, any questions before I hop off? Any questions before I hop off? Also, I do have an ebook. If you head over to you guys are watching me right now. Also, make sure to follow me. I always pop on and do these kind of like little trainings. If you want to catch this training, I am going to post, I may post this actually, I am going to post this one on my YouTube. So if you want to catch the replay of this one, I'll put it on my YouTube. If you head over to the link in my bio, you will see my link tree. And so of course you guys are on my page right now. So just click the link in my bio, of course, right here. Click the link in my bio and then this will pop up. You'll see my link tree and it still has like confetti for my birthday. And you'll see my YouTube. All the links to my social media are down here. And then if you like what I'm talking about today and you want to ask me a personal question and you're like, I would really love to dive deeper, or I just need help with what you talked about, you can actually ask me a question. It's the fourth tab down. It says ask me a question. So you can click on that and ask me a question. Also, how to lose belly fat, right? Okay. Spring's coming up and I'm also trying to tighten back up myself from the holiday season and all the birthday cake that I had. But yeah, if you click the second one, how to lose belly fat, a lot of the stuff that I talk about, it's not just like getting in shape. It's a lot of habit building that a couple of them that I touched on in here. But if you want to look youthful as you age, if you want to be vibrant, if you want to have a lot of natural energy flowing through your body, if you want to just have a lot of ease and flow during your transformation to getting in shape, getting fit, tap in with my ebook. It's a really, really easy, simple guide to help you set up some structures to where you're not, one of them is like intermittent fasting. And I specifically have it in the way that I do it in the book, in my ebook. And it's like, I just do it and I don't even think about it. It's almost like brushing my teeth. Like that's how easy these methods are. Once you do it, once you set up the systems for 5 weeks in here, it has something for you to do every single week. And it's just like this consistent, easy change of building habits. And then now all of a sudden you look up 6 weeks, you're like, wow, I have this whole system. I'm losing weight. My midsection is starting to go down. This is awesome. So definitely click the second one. It's this one right here. So if you click that, it will take you to my how to lose belly fat. And it's also on sale right now. So I put it on sale for my birthday week. It will go back up. So definitely grab that while it's on sale. And even if you're not into like wanting to lose belly fat, there's really great health advice in here. And there's also, you can also gift it to somebody else that really wants like an easy to follow guide. And this is not a get skinny quick. Like this is a get in shape for the long haul. So if you're looking for a get skinny quick, do not get this. Don't even waste your time. But if you want to build really long lasting healthy habits to where, like I lost, and someone asked me at the beginning of this, how much I used to weigh. So right now I'm hovering around 140 to 143. I I had gained 30 pounds, 25 to 30 pounds when I was like 29 years old. And I lost all of that weight. But at the time when I was 29, I was like around 130. So, and then I gained 30 pounds and I still looked fine. Like it was fine because I'm 5'7", 160, 155, 5'7". It was fine. But for me, I was not confident with myself. Okay? I was not confident with myself. I feel like any kind of, I would personally go for more of an herbal detox. If you go to this guy, I really trust his work. I've been following him for a while, but if you go to, right here, what is his name? I know the name of his book. Let me see. Really, really quick. Bear with me. It's called Vegucation. Okay, Vegucation over medication. So, okay, Dr. Bobby Price. So if you do Vegucation over medication, if you go to Dr. Bobby Price, so let me just show you his Instagram right now. I've been watching him on YouTube for a while, and he was a pharmacist, and then he turned into a herbalist, because he was like literally working in the field, having to follow like the FDA approved like guidelines and rules. And he was basically saying how, you know, they put a patch on things. It doesn't actually, when you're taking medications, it doesn't get to the root cause. It gives you medications to help out with the symptoms, but we want to get rid of the cause, right? So he has an entire system. So if you just go to his page, I do not know him personally at all. I just like his information, and he came from science and now he's more of an herbalist. So I think that's actually really dope because he has both. He went to medical school, all that, but now he creates herbs. And people, when I read the reviews, they're amazing. So if you go to his link tree, he has a detox. I personally think that herbal detoxing is better than like doing something like the coffee enema, but I've never tried that. So I honestly can't give you an answer, but that's just if you just want my opinion, I would rather go with something more herbal. Like I put cilantro and mint in water and then use it as that's awesome. I mean, if that works for you, that's awesome. I think something natural like cilantro, mint, that's natural, it's from the earth. I mean, so is coffee, but you don't want to be flooding your body with caffeine while you're trying to do a cleanse. I just don't know. I think if you want a quick fix, or if you want to try that one time, that could work. But I think that just doing something with straight herbs, I think is more beneficial. So yeah, any other questions before I hop off? Definitely click the link in my bio, like I was saying. Definitely make sure you follow me. Definitely make sure you send my page, like announce, send it to your friends, send it to your cousins, send it to your, a bunch of people. And talking about health, if you need to follow someone that is in the thick of it with you, I'm your girl, right? I'm going through it with you. We're trying to figure this out together, this thing called life, and navigating through habit building and staying healthy and staying vibrant, and not like letting all that heaviness of the world like just suck out the life out of us. We have to be able to maintain. So send people my page. I go on live pretty much every day. I'm going to start going on live. Live, how do you do it? Like, how do I do that? Do I leave herbs in water? It might not go. What I would do is go to Dr. Bobby Price's page, because I'm not a herbalist. I'm like currently learning about it too. So I would just go to him. He's a professional. He's been in the field. Go to his I'll show you his Instagram again. It's Dr. His Instagram handle is, and make sure you screenshot this. It might be mirroring back, but it's Dr. Holistic. Dr. Holistic. Make sure you screenshot this and then go to the link in his bio. And or you can even watch some of his videos. He talks about, that's what he talks about, is detoxing. Like that is his main objective. I'm more like habit building, lifestyle, how to stay positive, healthy, how to like work through problems, and how to like do problem solving with ease and flow. Like that's more my thing. But he specifically talks about creating herbs to heal very specific things, especially with your gut. Yes, definitely check him out. Awesome. Saturday, leaving some love. Thank you. Hello from San Francisco. Hello, hello, hello. So I'm gonna go ahead and head to the gym. Definitely make sure you guys are tapping in with me. I may pop on. Sometimes I pop on and just while I'm setting up. So we'll see how I feel. But thank you so much for tapping in. I appreciate your guys' comments. I definitely love when you guys comment because it lets me know where you guys are at. Sometimes people are like, there'll be like 50 people just like not saying anything, but then they're on here and I'm like, okay, what do you guys think? Like what do you guys want to know about? Are you guys even vibing with this? No, it's not sticking to my window. There's like it's like a swirly little phone holder. But they do have those. They do have them where I actually want to get them. I think it has to be magnetic, where it like just sticks onto any magnetic surface. I was wondering, do I have to track macros? It depends on your goals. It depends on your goals, and it depends on what you are trying to achieve. And it depends on, honestly, your personality. For me, tracking my macros does not work for me. I had MyFitnessPal, which is an excellent app to track those things. Again, there's other like YouTubers and other influencers that are big on macros, and they like live their life, their entire structure is around macros. I'm more of like a ease and flow kind of girl, and intuitive kind of girl, and go with what I want to do for the day, and intermittent fasting. And so like tracking my macros was actually putting more stress out. I look a lot better on here than I do on Facebook. That's interesting. I post the same stuff. It's the same, but thank you. Thank you, I think. So yeah, so if you love tracking things, if you're trying to if you're trying to really build muscle and you need to track your protein, then you should do it. If you are trying to keep down your carb intake, like use something like a MyFitnessPal app to help you out with that. If you are trying to, look at your fat intake. So like those things, I did track it for like 60 days. So because I did track it for 60 days, it was kind of stressing me out, but then I also learned a lot about a lot of the food that I was eating. So it was good, very beneficial actually from that standpoint, but I could not keep up with it. It just was like annoying to me. Now, if I specifically had to get ready for something, like get ready for an event or get ready for a vacation, and I really wanted to look a very specific way, you do kind of have to go down to science at that point. And approach it from that standpoint, right? Like, calories in versus calories out. What are my macros? What are my, what are my workouts going to be to where I am burning enough calories to be able to hit these to burn enough of these macros, but then I want to benefit from the protein, all that. So I'm probably not the best one, just to be honest, to go into detail about macros, because tracking it is just like not something that I do. I'm more of a day-to-day, week-by-week. Like if I wake up, so for example, I went hard on the food. I went hard on the food on my birthday, loved it, super happy about it. And so I told myself for the next 4, 5, 6 days, I'm going to do a longer fasting window, and I'm going to eat on the lighter side. I'm going to eat salads. I'm going to have yogurts. I'm going to have a lot of water, a lot of fruits, vegetables. I'm not going to really have any, I'm not going to have another pasta. I'm not going to do any of that for the next week. I'm just going to eat lighter, right? So I kind of like just do more of like some kind of like harmony in my life, like where I'm like, okay, this was good. Okay, now how can I like balance that back out? Okay, I just have like this harmony that I feel like I'm every year that goes by, I get a little bit better at. So, no, I love leg day. That's my favorite day. And I don't have leg day. I do full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I'm working leg, upper body and lower body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That I've just shifted from like the 2 days for leg day, 2 days for upper body. I just do Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I hit the whole body. And then Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I do more cardio, hit cardio stuff. So I'm going to go to the gym and I'm going to be doing ball slams. I'm going to do the battle ropes. I'm going to be doing walk running on incline on the treadmill. I'm going to be doing like some lunges and things like that, but it's going to be more of a hit cardio type of way of doing it. I'm not going to really I'm not going to be lifting a ton of weight. So should I hit each body part twice a week when I work out? Again, it depends on your goals. I did do that method. And it works. I have seen a lot of trainers with the master trainer that I was training with. We were kind of on a schedule like that where you hit each body part. So it's like you work on this specific area of glutes like on Monday, and then you're hitting it again on Thursday. And then there's enough period of time that goes by to where your body's healing, and then you're able to break the muscle down again so that way it can grow. And then you keep, make sure you have your protein, and then it's like you just keep building over time. But the last like 2 months, for some reason, I just felt more called to just do full body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Like I'm not trying to be a body builder, like for a competition or something like that. I just want a consistent schedule of like building my body and maintaining my body and building strength and getting more and more lean. And that program for me has been Monday, Wednesday, Friday, upper body and lower body. Now, what I will do is like, if I'm working on, like on Monday, the lower body part, if I'm working on my glutes and my hamstrings, and then on Wednesday, I'll do my glutes and my quads, right? So I'll kind of switch it up in that sense. What would you recommend for someone who wants to level up in weight in their lifts? So what I've done that's worked for me is, so don't push yourself too hard, okay? I have done that, and it doesn't, like once you start breaking your form, I would say that if you gauge it with breaking your form. So let's just say, for example, you're doing lunges, and every time you do lunges, you're really, going into it very slowly. Your form is really good, and you're doing it with 15 pounds in each hand. So that's 30 pounds. The next week, try to go up to 20 pounds in each hand. If it's not working out, go back down and just do more reps. Now, if you're having to like break your form at a certain point, like what I'll do is, like right now I'm doing RDLs and I'm trying to do heavy, I'm trying to like lift a lot of weight. So I'll have 37 and a half in each hand, 37 and a half in each hand. And I'll go down and I'll do the RDLs. And right when I notice that like around rep number 4 or 5, my form starts to really get shaky, I'll maybe do one more and then I just put it down, and then I'll pick up a lighter weight, and then I'll continue with the lighter weight where my form isn't breaking. So really gauge it on your form. As you go up in weight, you don't have to do like 15 reps at that weight. You can just do 4, 5, 6, and then go back down to a lighter weight so that way your form doesn't break. And then the next week, right? The next week, try to do 7, 8, 9 with the heavier weight, and then to finish out the round of 15, go back down to a lighter weight. So let me know if that makes sense. Should I increase the weight every 2 weeks to see where in at? I think you mean where you're at. You can do that. Yeah, every 2 weeks is a really good way to do it. Very healthy, over time, calm, and make sure, again, it's all about your form. You can really gauge if your body can handle it based on your form. Okay, so if you're doing something, like, I don't know if I'm like too close. I'm too close right now, but Like if you're doing something and all of a sudden your back starts to do this, or, you know, your legs start to like buckle out in like weird ways and you're not able to do it correctly, then that means you need to go back down for a little bit. Even if it goes down to 1. Like if you only can do, if you go higher, like whatever you're doing, squats, RDLs, if you go higher, and this is just, again, I'm not a fitness instructor, so disclaimer, I'm not a fitness instructor. I am not a nutritionist, but I'm somebody, I'm 37, so I've just had a lot of experience, and I personally trained for the last 8 months, which I have hundreds of hours of content that I just need to upload for you guys, but I trained with a master trainer all of 2022. So I know all this just because I actually was trained from a master trainer, but I myself am not trained, but I'm just sharing with you things that have worked for me. So if you want to increase every week or every 2 weeks, and you only are able to do 2 reps, that's better than just staying at the same weight, or that's better than trying to force yourself to do the whole entire round of the workout with heavy weight and you're like shaking and your form is all messed up. Just don't even do that to yourself. So just do 1 or 2 or 3 and then go back down, and then the next week try to do 2, 3, 4, 5, and then go back down to a lighter weight, finish it out. The next week go, you know, just build that way. How do I feel my back when I work out? I'm having trouble with mind muscle connection. So you know what, actually I could probably do it over, I don't know if you guys will be able to see me way over here. So hi. So if you are like, say if you're doing like a RDL, right? You want to be thinking about, this is where you want to feel it. If you're feeling it in your back, so really like just like take a second and just like feel what, when you're just doing this motion with no weight, where is this, where am I feeling it at? Right? And if it's not back here and it's in your back, then you need to just work with your body. You know, take a little, slow down. Remember, the whole theme of this live is slow down and then speed up. So just slow down and just say, okay, boom. Now, okay, I feel it in my glute. So now I'm going to go down from there. And then right when I'm like too low, and now I feel it in my back, that means I'm too low. So I don't need to go that low. My butt is already hinged. I'm already feeling it here. And then when I lift up, I'm not lifting my back to lift up. I'm coming from, so see how, like, I'm just going to like not even use my upper body. I'm just going to, so I'm coming up from here. I'm lifting up my whole body, or my whole upper body, from my butt. So that's how you want to do it. You want to just take a couple seconds to just really see, okay, am I feeling it here? Like, I wish I can, like, you can also even put your physical hand on it, and if it's not flexing, you're not using it. Okay, you're not using it, and you're using your back. If you're doing a squat, right, and you only feel it here, you need to kind of just feel into it. See, okay, if I'm doing a squat and I only, like right now, I'm only feeling it in my quads, but if I'm doing a squat and I want to feel it in my glutes, it means I need to go lower. So now I feel it, and then when I come up, I'm coming up from here, and then now it's going into my quads, and then, so I hope that helps. I don't know if you guys were able to even see me. How do I feel my back on? I can't feel my lats work. Yeah, you have to just like spend your work, like one day of one of your workouts, just feeling into your body, right? Like if I'm doing this, like I'm going to really feel like, okay, am I feeling it in my shoulder? Am I feeling it back here? Am I like what's actually, like, what area is working, right? I've been doing shoulder presses, so you can kind of see I have some definition coming in here now. I'm really excited about it. I used to never have this, like, I didn't even know you could get that, like right here. And like this, I don't know. I like to look more like in my opinion of what feminine looks like. I like to like look more in that realm. But yeah. It did. Thanks a lot. Should I work out my abs with weights or just do body weight? are you trying to lose fat on your abs, or are you trying to build your abs? Because like, it depends on your goals. If you want to have your abs show, then you need to do more battle ropes. You need to do ball slams. You need to do stuff that's going to like make your heart rate go up and then go down, go up and go down. So if you need to, you know, do suicides, or, you know, run up and down stairs, or do the stairs at the gym really fast and then go slow. That's how you get you lose fat over your whole body. And then because you're losing fat on your whole body, you then essentially will start to lose fat in your stomach. But if you're just trying to work out abs because you want more defined abs and you don't have a lot of fat on top of your abs, then yeah, you can do abs with weight. But it depends on it depends on the way that you want to shape your abs. Because a lot of times people will be doing, like, I don't even do weight anymore personally, because I don't want to look like big and boxy here. I want to try to be like on the smaller side as much as I can. So I do a lot of things that like require twisting, because I want to like have my body go in like this. So just going up and down with a lot of weight, I'm just building kind of like this strong box, and that's not the look that I want. There's nothing wrong with that, but it just depends. Like if you're doing these, like I see a lot of people do workouts with like they'll have a weight in their hand and they're doing that, and all they're doing is building this to be bigger. Like, yeah, if you don't have any fat there, like it will, you know, it'll look defined, but it'll just be more of like a square. So anything that twists, like you can go to the gym and do these and like see how I'm twisting my body. So I'm twisting it in. If I do it, you know, go the other way, it's like this machine at the gym. It's like with cable ropes, or yeah, cable cords, whatever they're called. And you literally go like this and you pull, and see how, and there's even, like you can even do these, like where you go down, you can like literally sit like this and just go down, put your hands here. Anything that's like twisting, right? Like it's like it goes in. So with that, I don't want to lead you in the wrong direction with the flexor strain. I'm not necessarily like a trainer. I'm just sharing like what workouts have worked for me. Do I gain weight easily? Yes and no. Yes and no. It just depends. It depends on, like, it's weird. Some weeks, some months I can eat whatever I want and like and lose weight, and then some months I can like not eat and gain weight. So I mean, it's kind of like a yes and no. I never really go above. What I can say is I never go above so I'm a pudge stomach. I'm not really sure what a pudge stomach is. So if you want to get more, like if you want to start to shape in, right? Like if you want your waist, I'm too close, but let me see if I can go back over here. So if you want to have like go in, you have to do things where you're twisting, twist. If you just have a weight and you're doing workouts where you're like, you know, like, I don't know, I mean, I'm not gonna like lay on my bed and do a whole thing, but if you're doing things where you're like lifting weights up and like doing crunches with weights in your hand, you're just like creating this like box type of look. So I just forgot about like the little crunches and stuff like that. I just do only twists. Everything has to do with the twist. Or what's really good is planks. Planks are really good too, to like suck you in. Like you want to, especially most women, not all, but most women want to be like sucked in. So if you're doing a bunch of weights, or if you're like lifting like this, you're really building this area to like get boxier and bigger. It might look more defined, but it'll be like filling you in. So a lot of times women are like, well, you know, I kind of want like this more of an hourglass type of look. Well, you need to like slim this area down. So you can like get on this battle rope and it literally, or the cable jumpers, and go to a gym, or you can actually buy them on Amazon. I think they're called like cable jumpers or cable. Yeah, like they're called cables, and you literally just pull, and see how like it literally you're doing this motion, and then it slowly over time you're forming your abs to go in. I gotta find his name, but there was a bodybuilder, a really famous bodybuilder, and he's a man, and he had like the tiniest waist, and all he would do was work all different variations of ab workouts where you're twisting. Yeah, so it is the hardest part to, so okay. Lower abs are all, those are easy. That's actually easy to work out. If you want to get the fat off of the lower abs, that's where it's hard. So if I'm doing, say I'm doing twists, right? So I just said all those things to get you a smaller waist. If you're doing that and there's fat on top of your bottom abs, it won't even matter. Not that it doesn't matter. It's still like you're still forming the abs, but you won't be able to see them. So that's what I talk about in my ebook. If you want to download my ebook, there's all the different workouts that, if you want to get fat off of your lower abs, all the different workouts that I put into my ebook, if you click the link in my bio, they're listed there. Okay. So, just simply doing, cause you could do a lot of lower ab workouts, which are really excellent. Like even if you do planks, if you, any workout where you're lifting your legs up. So your back is flat on the ground and then you're lifting legs up, you're doing your legs like this. Those are all really good for your lower abs. But if you have fat on it, so you have to do HIIT cardio. And then the ones from working out with my master trainer, I noticed that my lower abs were starting to show, like that area was getting flatter. And I was like, oh, wow. And it had nothing to do with the ab workouts. It had everything to do with the fact that I was doing HIIT cardio. Okay. So one of the things in there, I have several in there, but one of the things is like ball slams. So you would think like, okay, ball slams, but you're putting all this force over your whole body, and then you're burning fat on your whole body, which essentially burns fat in your midsection. You cannot. That's what people get really confused. And again, that's why I made the How to Lose Belly Fat ebook guide, because a lot of people get confused why they're not seeing results. And they're doing abs every single week. It's because there's certain workouts that you have to do to burn overall body fat to get the fat off. Okay. So let me see what else you guys are saying. I was going to read your comments here. Yes, you could put weight on it, on the cable jumpers. Okay. Do you have a V cut? I want that. Is it possible? Or is it, you can get a V cut. You can get a V cut. I don't want to get flagged on, I would show you, but I don't want to get flagged on TikTok for like lifting this down because, they might think I'm like doing something sexual, and they might shut the live down. But if you go on my page, I'll show you. So if I think this is what you're talking about, because I'm currently working on mine as well. And every single week it gets a little bit better and better. Right here. So kind of hard to see. Okay. So let me know if you guys can see it. So, like this area down here is starting to, like those, I don't know what these are called, but like it's like this muscle right here that you actually see usually on guys. It's kind of harder for women because we usually have more like lower fat, but that is starting to form. So that has to do with HIIT cardio. So it's a combination of doing lower ab workouts, doing a lot of twist workouts, and doing HIIT cardio to actually see it. Because again, you can have this amazing lower abdominal strength, right? You can have it look really amazing, but then you have this fat that's sitting on top of it, and it's like you can't enjoy seeing it. So any other questions? I love answering your questions. Yeah, I mean, definitely tap in on my ebook. I mean, I've been dropping gems in here, but if you want more of like the implementation, like the habit, like the step-by-step behind what I'm talking about, my ebook is actually on sale right now. And what I love about my ebook is that it just creates ease and flow. It's not like this like treacherous, like in 5 weeks, if you do what I say in the ebook for 5 weeks straight, you will look in the mirror after 5 weeks and be like, but you have to actually commit to it though. If you have to actually do it for 5 weeks straight, and you actually will start to see fat fall off of the midsection. Oh, okay, got you. Yeah, it's hard. I feel like my hips working, not my abs. Yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, when you do hit cardio, that's what starts to shred off all the fat, and the abs start to show through. And even if it feels like you're working out your hip, you're probably just working out your hip to help your body lose the fat. So like, you know, for example, like if I'm doing ball slams, I'm like using my hips, or if I'm like doing battle or all these like terms, if I'm using the cables to do this, I mean, you are technically engaging your hips, but you're forming your abs to go in, right? Like, and so then you start to get this. So if you guys are interested in what I'm talking about, if you head over to, so see, you guys are on my TikTok right now. And then if you just click the link that's in the bio, my link tree will pop up. And it's the second one right here. So if you click that, it's on sale right now. If you just click the second tab, it will pop up. This is my How to Lose Belly Fat ebook. And it is, right now it's on sale. If you want to read more about it, you guys can definitely read more about it. It's on sale right now for my birthday week. And there's, I write in more detail like what it's about. And it works on Samsung and Android. Okay. And the workouts that I personally have done to start to slim down my waist. And again, I'm right with you guys. I'm still growing and I'm still wanting to like get even more shredded. But a lot of the stuff that I've done to actually see results and maintain the results are in that ebook. I'm actually doing a course. I'm creating it right now as we speak on how to create your own ebook. So definitely tap in with that when I create it. My thoughts on mini cut and mini bulks. Again, I technically am in a mini bulk, I guess at this point. It's not fun in my opinion. But again, it depends on your personal goals. If you want to build muscle, if you want to grow muscle, if you want to grow your muscle, you do have to bulk up on your protein, and then you're kind of going to have to bulk up on your carbs because you need the energy to build up to do the workouts. Like that was my problem. I had done a lot of yo-yo dieting 3, 4, 5 years ago, and I was like, I'm not going to be able to live out my life like this. Like this is just not going to work. This is not healthy. Every single year that I'm doing that, I'm messing up my metabolism. And I was still younger at the time, so I just was like, oh well, whatever. It's not affecting my life. And then as I turned 35, 36, I was like, okay, yeah, I actually see what is starting to happen when you mess up your metabolism like that. When you're like eating way under your calories and you're doing a lot of cardio, yeah, you do look thinner. You look good in your pictures, but you're actually messing up your system. Thank you. My little moly. So yeah, definitely guys, I would definitely say do not do what I did. Like don't do the yo-yo dieting. Don't eat under your the correct calorie intake for the day that we're supposed to be having every single day, because you will mess up your metabolism. I don't care who you are. it will affect you at some point. I would say 45 and under, you may not, depending on your genes or your, how your DNA works, whatever, your family history. After 45 years old, I can almost 99% guarantee your metabolism will be messed up if you are eating under calories and overworking yourself. Let's see. So yeah, as far as mini bulk, I technically had to like bulk up, which wasn't fun because I wasn't used to seeing my body like kind of more bulkier, but I had to do it in order to like really start to do these workouts, which I'm happy I did, because now I have, now have the energy and the strength to like lift heavier, and my form is a lot better. So now I'm cutting, but I don't know, I guess like I'm technically doing those things, but in my mind, I'm just like, oh, I was eating more protein and now I have my protein somewhat together. I'm still on that journey. And then, I don't have to eat as many calories. I'm cutting technically. And I just kind of feel into my body, like last year I needed to really get stronger. So I upped my calories, and now I feel really strong and I want to maintain that, but I also want to look leaner. So now I'm going to cut down 250 to 300 calories, less than what I was eating last year. So I'm not going to, I was having like over 2,000 calories, and now I'm going to have like hover around 1,700, 1,750, and just kind of cut down, but then still like try to maintain my muscle. Is cutting for 4 months a way too long if you're 215 pounds, but trying to do a body recoup? So cutting for 4 months, I mean, I would, again, I'm not a disclaimer, I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a trainer. I would think that would start to affect your metabolism. And it depends on how much you're cutting. I mean, if it's just a little bit, if you're doing like a long mini cut, but it's like only 150 calories or 200 calories, I feel like that would be fine. But if you're like cutting 700 calories or 600, doing a big cut, I would think that then you would start to slow your metabolism down. And that's the one thing that we don't want to do. We want to try to hold on to a fast metabolism for as long as forever, like our whole life. So, all right. All right, guys, so I have been on here for so long, but it's been like really, really fun with you guys. Definitely, again, follow me. I pop on all the time. I love answering your questions. If you want to dive in a little deeper with me, and you're like, I really just need some help getting either pointed in the right direction, or can you help me come up with like a little mini game plan? I'm happy to answer. I do have if you click the link tree, I do have an area where I do answer questions more privately. So if you click the link tree, again, it is it's the fourth tab down. It says ask me a question. So if you want to ask me a question, go ahead and answer. You can like say your whole entire situation, and then I'm happy to get back to you. I usually get back within 48 hours. Usually it's quicker, usually it's the same day, but if I'm like traveling or something, I make sure to do it within 48 hours. Awesome. I'm so happy I was able to help. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't, it depends on your goals. If you're trying to cut to like look a certain way, for something specific, I mean, yeah, but 2 months, I mean, I think is a good amount of time. Cause I know like a lot of bodybuilders, if you notice, they'll always post, they'll be like, oh, 2 weeks, they'll say like 12 weeks out or whatever. I think they start doing their cutting, but they do a severe cut for like 2 weeks before, 3 weeks before. Again, I'm not a bodybuilder, so I could be wrong, but just based on my research and what I've seen, they start cutting like 2 to 3 weeks before, maybe even 4 weeks. But it's a lot though. And it's unhealthy. Like even my master trainer, he was like, what we do to bodybuild is not necessarily the healthiest thing, right? So I'm more in the health journey, health, vitality, youthfulness, keeping up with your natural energy. That's more my thing. I'm not trying to be a bodybuilder. And when you are doing that bodybuilder lifestyle, there is aspects that are just not safe. super long term, but it's a competition, right? So like, it's fine. It's, you know, see how far you can push your body. But yeah, how much they have to cut, it's like you just can't. That's why they're super cut for just the competition, and then they kind of like bloat after that because they start eating, you know, right when they start eating, their metabolism kind of was slowed down, and they have to like make it go faster again. All right, guys, I can stay on here forever, but I definitely have to get my workout in before it gets too late. So definitely follow me. Make sure you click the link in the description, okay? Again, if you have any questions, definitely click the link in my description and ask me a question there. And follow me for more lives like this, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.